So most of you guys asked me about tips on how you drag scope. To be honest, there is no such thing as godly tips that's going to make you so OP in GTA or, you know, sniping for that matter. However, there are a few things that could help you, you know, and I'll share some of my tips with you. But before I do start, I would like you guys to watch this clip and let me know if you guys still want tips from me. In fact, after watching this, please give me tips instead.
Yes. No. Oh my god. I'm so shit.
Yes, I know that's I'm trash. But no, for real, that was actually pretty trash. It's embarrassing. But jokes aside, people ask me, how do you drag scope? Honestly, I don't know. These are my settings. I have different settings. Well, when it comes to using rifles, I have different settings for auto aim and free aim. For those who don't know, I play in both. So when I am free aim, I just slightly decrease my third person sensitivity. My sniping settings are always the same. I snipe on low sensitivity. Oh my god, why can't I say this? Sensitivity. I know of people that snipe on high sensitivity, but I prefer low because in my opinion, I feel it's easier to snipe on low sensitivity when you drag scope. I've tried it on high, to be honest, but I feel like on low you can easily control your drags, whereas if it's high, I feel like your aim is all over the place. This might not work for everyone. I'm just speaking from my perspective. However, you could try it. You could try it on low sensitivity and see if it suits you. I think mine is 5 bars high or 6. If you want to spam rockets at the same time when you're aiming, low sensitivity helps with that too. So I think that's a bit of a win-win on that side. That is one thing I feel you could try it on low and see if it helps you. How do I drag scope? This is not planned, by the way, guys. I'm just speaking off the top. Just use your right analog stick to drag your scope through the screen, and when you feel like you're about to get your opponent, just pull the trigger. I mean, just in game. Just pull the trigger and, you know, just try it on pedestrians and cops and stuff. It doesn't have to necessarily be on, you know, opponents all the time. That's the only tip I can give you. Just practice. Right, guys, I have my in-depth field of game off. I feel like this makes a difference whilst you're sniping, or, you know, even drag scoping, just generally in sniping. I feel when you have it on, it's kind of blurry. I think you don't really know much about your, you know, surroundings, so just have it on and off and see the difference for yourself. But I feel when it's off, you can see much better, so you can just snipe better. I have this option on only when I want to record stuff on the editor, and I want clips to be realistic, and yeah, just when I'm recording in the editor, I have this setting on, but whilst fighting, you know, PvP, I always have it off. I don't always get them right. Or, you know, obviously you can't always get dragscopes on point, but at times I do, and these are some of my nicest drags I got recently on the main op. I swear some of my nicest drags had to be on her.
Oh my god. Oh. 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 Oh my Snipe.
No, but you sniped me back in the third.
Oh. Oh shit. Like from what perspective?
Wait, hold on.
Nope. Oh. Shit. Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
Get your chubby bum feet off my face.
No, that's my favorite thing to do after kill.
Another thing is rolling while sniping. I know this might come across as something weird to some of you, but you might have seen many players rolling whilst they're sniping. I do that quite a lot myself. I feel like, you know, sometimes when I am trying to snipe my opponent and I'm trying to drag scope my opponent and my aim is all over the place, I just tend to roll. Because when you roll and you aim back up, I just feel like your aim is more stable, it is more steady. So you are more than likely to get your opponent. It's your aim's not moving, you know, it's just stable. So you have a higher chance of getting your opponent. You know, it could actually go both ways, to be honest. If your opponent has a good aim, he could just snipe you mid-roll. It's not like 100% it's going to work, but it does work most of the time. You just have to be patient with it. If you don't get the first time, try and practice a few times. You will get the hang of it. This is not 100% guaranteed that, you know, you will be some sweaty, invincible GTA player, but these tips might help you so you can go through. Oh, and by the way, this is how you sound when you whisper. Since most of you guys are always asking me why are you always sick or why are you always whispering, guys, I'm sorry, I'm just not that loud. This is how I sound like. If you guys would like me to do more of these kind of videos where you want to know my preference or opinion on something, you guys can let me know and I will try to make a video on it. At the end of the day, guys, I'm not some godly sniper or anything that's going to sit and give you A1 tips. The biggest and best tip I could give you is to aim and snipe. Guys, this is very, very important. This tip shits in every other tip, and I would like to give credits to Misbehave for this excellent tip. I think we all would be lost without it, because whilst we're sniping, we often forget to aim. You know, we're so engrossed in like sniping, we just don't even know that we need to aim. So that's why most of the time we can't even get our opponent, because we're not aiming, we're just sniping. For those of you guys who do not follow my social media like Instagram and Twitter, you guys wouldn't know how this godly tip was originated. If you guys want to follow my socials, it's down in the description. You guys can see funny videos or anything GTA related before I upload it to YouTube. Anyways, this is how this tip came into existence.
Look at, he has to aim and snipe. I mean, what? He has to. Whoa. He has to.
Everyone aims and snipes.
Shut up! I got it. I got myself already.
I'd come. Let's aim and snipe at him.
Bye.
Ooh, Queen just aimed and sniped down. That was nice.
Shut up!
What do you... Did you just aim and snipe at me too? Oh, seriously.
So there you guys heard it. In the words of Misbehave, aim and snipe. That concludes my video. I don't think I can give you any greater tip than that, so I'm speechless. I hope this guy... Whoa, this guy's... Guys, I'm truly speechless. I'm forgetting what I need to say. Anyway, I hope this video helps you in any way. I wish you all well, and I hope you guys have a good one.